Welcome back. Today we're going to take a quick look at today's top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We'll be going through Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, and then we'll end with OKB. OKB has finally landed on the top 10. So yeah, and I don't think it's done yet. I still think that there's more upside. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USDT. We've already hit the skinny pink line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. We hit the skinny pink line, and there is not exactly what you would call a shooting star, but there is a longer wick at the top, and it is a red candlestick, and we've already had 5 days of red for Bitcoin against USDT. Feels to me like this is looking like a head and shoulders kind of a chart pattern. Yeah, and I feel like there could be a down move coming on for Bitcoin. So yeah, I still think that there is more downside to come for Bitcoin. Okay, not that far though. This is the potential collapse, right? The big potential collapse, but it's okay. What I mean by downside is more likely than not, right? I'm not going to talk about this, right? I'm going to talk about this first. So this would be, my assumption is an A, B, we could be coming down for a C, D, E kind of a chart pattern. As the skinny pink line comes through, we break up, and then after that we start curving back up as we consolidate and continue higher. So this would be the bullish trend resumption for Bitcoin towards the upside. But at the same time, this could also be something very small dip, and this could be a inverse head and shoulders, right? It's, my guess is, if let's say by the time we complete a right shoulder, it might be like end of March, maybe, before we see any clarity if this is going to be a right shoulder, or whether if it's going to be a dip, for a wave C. If this is a wave C, then probably we might see it in May. Right shoulder probably end March. End May. The thing is that we're not really sure at this point of time, right? So yeah, again, we just can't. I can't say for sure, right, whether if this is going to be a very light dip or this is going to be a brutal type of a dip, right? So yeah, the potential is there for a reversal back towards the upside. That's my assumption, right? But I just don't see the move yet at this point of time. Of course, we could just start breaking off from here, but in terms of tradability, I don't see it on Bitcoin, not yet. There are other coins with higher quality chart patterns, but not on Bitcoin. Ethereum against BTC. This, again, to be honest, this looks to me like a this looks to me like a mountain range in the making, right? Mountain 1, mountain 2, 3, pump. We could be heading lower. So again, the question also is probably, are we going to get a C here, right? This whole thing is an A, B, C, D, E potentially. Excuse me, as we break higher. Or yeah, I still feel that the support is going to break though for FBDC. I still feel it's going to break. So if you were to break, how much lower are we going to go? We're not too sure. I'm waiting for that. Okay, let's assume that this wick is not counted, right? Let's assume this is a mountain 1, mountain 2. I feel that we're going to get a mountain number 3, and then we head lower. That's my guess for FBDC, right? I mean, of course, we could just go up here and, get something like a ascending triangle, cup and handle kind of a chart pattern, but at this point of time, I'm not too sure. There's also that fear that Ethereum might be coming down for a wave C. Big fall for Ethereum BTC. Potentially. But again, we're still not really sure at this point of time, right? The hope is that we just consolidate, we go sideways for a little while longer, and then once the halving comes, we go crazy. That's the hope. But yeah, I just don't see it yet, so be careful about rushing into anything, right? ETH against USDT, again, just like Bitcoin, we are right at the skinny pink line. And my hope is that, we get something like this is really something like a 5-wave kind of a, A, B, C, D, E, right? A, B, C, D, coming down for E, pump, we break higher. Best bullish case scenario, but like I was saying, we need to see the dip first, right? Hopefully this is a very controlled dip, right? As we slowly fall and then suddenly pump, we break higher, right? Hopefully this is something that we can see and something that we can recognize, right? But again, we just don't see it yet. There's also the possibility that we come all the way back down, right? We form a descending triangle and we continue lower towards our initial big target over here at 666, which is since the 19th of September that we got this target, and we still have this target until we really truly break above the skinny pink line and continue higher. This target still remains for us, and we still anticipate that possibility of a descending triangle completion. So yeah, it's still possible though. If anything, if this were to be a descending triangle, we are probably just halfway done, right? There's still a second half to go, right? First half is really complete. There's still another second half to go. So yeah, we won't really know until we're like 90% complete, right? So whatever the chart pattern may be, or if this is going to be an ABCDE kind of a chart pattern, we still need to see the E first. And once we see the E, probably 80-90%, once it's almost there, then we will know, okay, very likely this is an E. Then we could take a trade long for Ethereum. But until that comes, yeah, we got to be very, very careful because of the downside target. So the risk is still on for Ethereum. We're not clearly out of the woods yet. We could still head lower, right? And if I had to guess, we've already completed 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my guess. I mean, of course, we could just continue rising, but yeah, again, in terms of tradability, I just don't see the chart pattern yet. So you need to be very, very careful about rushing to anything for Ethereum. Not against BTC, not against USDT. I just don't see the quality of the chart pattern yet. So be very, very careful. BNB against BTC. Yeah, we're right at the skinny pink line, right? Our hope is that we get something like a falling channel, falling wedge, and we continue higher, right? But again, we don't see it yet, and we are proceeding with things very cautiously because this could be a, something like a head and shoulders maybe. Again, all I see is mountains, right? Here, mountain 1, mountain 2, mountain 3, mountain 4, mountains, pump, we fall over. Absolutely possible. So yeah, in my opinion, I still feel that there are a lot of bearish signs across the top coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, right? It's still there. We're not really out of the woods yet. Yes, we are not exactly protected, There's a very nice support line over here. So even if you do fall, the support line will probably hold for a while. But if we slice through the support line, then yeah, that's it. The scariest thing about BNB against BTC is, the next level of support could be here. And if you do fall lower, we could get a head and shoulders, right? This whole thing could be a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Oh, this could be a very big collapse. I hope not. I hope that we form a falling channel, falling wedge, and we just break higher, right? That's the hope. So yeah, we have to proceed very cautiously because Bitcoin is still not in a bullish trend yet, and Bitcoin is usually the trend setter. BNB against USDT, again, we are out of the skinny pink line, so by right, we should be switching bullish. But I don't really feel, the bullishness of the move, right? I don't feel the buying pressure for BNB against USDT. And for BNB, we still have two targets over here, 173 and 122. We need to take out the highs over here, right? Pew! Take out the wicks, take out the highs over here of the right shoulder, right? Not right shoulder, is it? Okay, the third mountain, right, of the, I'm just going to assume this is a descending triangle. The third mountain of the descending triangle, we have to take it out, and then we will consider these targets to be invalidated. This whole thing will be invalidated once we take out the highs over here. So yeah, until that happens, downside risk still exists, and we have to tread very carefully because again, like I was saying, this whole thing could turn into a it's mountain range of sorts, right? We could get a very nice mountain range. We could still head lower, and again, BNB is also scary as in like absolute zero support over here. So if you do slice through all the way down, we could hit to like $50, right? Absolutely possible. But what would be the narrative? I don't even know. SBF, start. Like let's say, for example, SBF is collapsing, and probably is going to pull CZ down together. So this will be it. We will probably see it on the charts if it does happen. But yeah, again, like I was saying, the danger is still there. We're not out of the woods yet for BNB, right? Of course, best case scenario is we don't come down, we just continue higher, right? We start doing invalidations here and there, we head much higher, and this whole thing could be a inverse head and shoulders, right? And this would be a very bullish sign if it happened, right? So yeah, until that happens, we have to be very, very careful. Moving on will be XRP against BTC. So this is XRP BTC. We have been slowly crawling our way down. Hopefully these low holds, and then we get something like a consolidation right around here, right? Something like this, and then we continue higher. XRP BTC. Of course, the possibility is that XRP BTC falls lower, right, towards the next noisy area over here. But that would be a very big plunge, about 44%, right? Another 44%. So we're still not really sure yet. Hopefully, we could stay above this low. Hopefully. We are quite oversold on the stochastic, so maybe a rally coming on. Again, we're not too sure. In terms of tradability, we just don't see it yet. XRP against USDT, yeah, we still have two targets here, 19 cents and 16 cents. We still think that there's more downside to come for XRP. We still don't see the reversal yet coming on. So you need to be very, very, very careful about going to a trade long for XRP. So yeah, over here, you can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But there was a rally that came in. So yeah, but the rally failed to go above the skinny pink line, which means that the bearish trend is still intact, and we still expect more downside to come for XRP. If anything, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. I still expect another 5 down. I don't know this 5 is going to bring us to 16 cents, or we're going to stop at 19 cents. And after that, we see some sort of a reversal, right? We could still dip just a little bit just to complete 5 waves. And then we could see a very big rise for XRP USDT. But again, I still can't I can't ignore these two targets, right? The 19 cents and 16 cents target. It still exists. And I still think that at this point of time, right? I mean, of course, if you just do this, but at this point of time, this is a very bearish chart pattern, right? This is super bearish. 3 mountains down, right? 1, 2, 3. Feels like we're gonna get 4, 5 down. So yeah, but XRP, if and when it is done with its downwards move, again, I think XRP is going to fly, absolute fly. But the only question is, how much lower are we going to go first? Cardano, ADA against BTC. Yeah, we still have one more downside target at 1222. So again, more downside is to be expected for ADA BTC. That's another 29%. Again, we're still under the skinny pink line, so the bearish bias is still on. ADA against USDT, we are out of targets. We don't have any more targets for ADA USDT, and we don't know what's the plan here. If Bitcoin forms a right shoulder, then yeah, ADA could also be getting a right shoulder. This whole thing could be an inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder here, head, right shoulder, sayonara! And then we go crazy for ADA against USDT. But again, we still don't see it yet. And there's another 29% to fall against BTC. Could we be falling back to 26 cents? Yeah, possible. Right? Maybe this becomes a ABCDE instead, right? A, B, C, D, E, PAM. Again, if this is an ABCD, there's still a long way to go. We're only like maybe 30-40% done. There's still this area, right? We still don't have any info yet, so we don't know how this area is gonna look like. We're gonna need some time before it is revealed to us. I mean, of course, we could still rise up, right? But we're very overbought, and you can see double, triple, bearish divergences as the price goes higher. The RSI keeps dropping, and the MACD is dropping as well. So if anything, yeah, at least a double bearish divergence already is there. So yeah, even the MACD, if you look at the histogram, we're already starting to tick down. What do you think is going to happen next? Yeah, I suspect there's going to be more downside to come. So this is already a sign that we're already switching bearish for ADA. So be careful about rushing into a trade too soon for ADA. I still think that potentially, yeah, more downside to be expected. So be careful. Dogecoin against BTC. Here we are. We're right at the skinny pink line. We're gonna see a strong rally coming on. Right, we have been in a very nice correction rally from here. Break the skinny pink line. Not too sure. We are not too sure. We would love it if you could get something like this, right? If this whole thing is an A, B, even if you break the skinny pink line, we come back down. We get a very nice extended C, D, E, boom, something like that. Do you see that, boys and girls? Do you see that? Yeah, this would be awesome. This would be sweet. But yeah, again, I still think that if that were to happen, it's going to be like months away. Maybe by 2024, and that is going to be next year, right? Bitcoin's halving. So yeah, be patient. We need to see it first because things can always go wrong, right? If you come all the way back down and we form mountains, then yeah, this could be even more downside. So again, we're just not too sure how this is going to look like. So we're gonna have to wait for further time to gift us the information, right? Just have to wait patiently. Doge against USDT. Yeah, if Doge against USDT comes down, then we could be getting mountain ranges here. Again, Doge could hit much lower, right? Sub 3 cents, it's possible. Right now we're at 9 cents. Yeah, and we have been crawling our way up. I would prefer it when we are rising, we are spiking up, not crawling up, because the crawl would eventually end in a sharp fall, right? So yeah, we gotta be very careful. I just don't see the trade for Dogecoin yet, not towards the upside and also not towards the downside. Not yet, eventually hopefully, but yeah, I mean of course if you just rise from here, but doesn't look like it at the moment. If we were to, yeah, we could get something like this as well, right? A, B, C, D, E, pump. Maybe? Yeah, but again, it's just untradeable. No clear tradable chart patterns for Dogecoin. OKB. OKB is the outlier of the top 10, right? OKB, we still have targets towards the upside. 0.0033. We're at 0.0019. So more upside is to be expected. How much more? 72%. Okay, that's a lot. That's a freaking lot. OKB against USDT. Again, we are also slowly crawling our way up to $75. Any clear signs of a continuation chart pattern? No, none at all. Usually when things are rising, you could catch a continuation chart pattern as we go higher, right? As we consolidate and continue going higher, right? So if you look at history, right, you can see that, yeah, you can argue that this is an ascending or a cup and handle kind of a chart pattern. And we continue higher, right? Even this as well. Also consolidation, we went higher, right? Even this as well, right? Can you see this? Okay, to draw it as straight as you can. Okay, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breakout. Do you see that? Do you see that? Yeah, continuation. You'll normally find consolidation, continuation, consolidation, continuation, right? Consolidation, continuation, consolidation, continuation. Where is that? Where is that consolidation? None at all. So yeah, and we've already taken out the highs over here. So this is actually a new all-time high for OKB against USDT. But yeah, I'm not feeling too good about this, right? If you look at the RSI stochastic, it's very overbought, severely overbought, and I think there's a dip coming on. Although we still have targets towards the upside, so I'm not so sure how things are going to turn out. I don't have a magic crystal ball. I don't see it yet. So yeah, you gotta be very careful, you know, about rushing into anything. I still don't see the trade yet for OKB USDT. Yeah, so you know, I mean, I wish I could trade a continuation chart pattern, but there's just none for OKB. So be very careful about rushing into anything too soon for OKB. All right, I guess that's it for today's Crypto Top 10. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!